Hmm. Hello. So, I'm here to share the news, the great news about Brittney Griner. She was freed today. She is on the way back to the U.S. I'm gonna read a little bit of the article that I have here, and yeah, that's what I'm gonna read some of, it, and then I will play some audio from the news. Yep, yep, yep. So I won't be here long at all. So, but let me show you this photo before I get started. This photo here. Hopefully you can see it. I'm hoping you can see it. Mm, Can't hardly. Sorry. No, no. There we go. You can see it a little bit that way. So that's a tweet from Biden. So that's Kamala Harris in the background, Brittney Griner's wife, and then the tweet read, there it is. Moments ago, I spoke with Brittney Griner. She is safe. She is on a plane. She is on her way home. She is on her way home. So we are happy that she is on her way home. And we're going to get into this. We're going to get into it. Okay? So let me read this from my other computer. It says Russia has freed Brittney Griner in a dramatic high level prisoner exchange that brings the WNBA star back to the United States after almost 10 months. 10 months in detention. The swap made at a time of heightened tensions over the invasion of Ukraine archived a top goal for President Joe Biden, but carried a heavy price and left behind Paul Whelan, an American jailed for nearly 4 years in Russia. So, um, is the person that's been left behind. That is truly unfortunate that he is left behind, and hopefully they'll be getting him out as well. Okay, and here we say this one. Okay, and so I showed you the tweet. Biden tweeted about Griner's release Thursday morning, writing that she was on her way back to the United States. So we saw that at the beginning. I showed that to y'all at the beginning of it. And what else? What else do we have? Biden spoke with Griner on the phone Thursday while her wife Sherelle was in the Oval Office in address in an in an address, excuse me, from the White House. Biden said these past few months have been hell for Brittney, but that she was in good spirits. This is a day we've worked toward for a long time, Biden said. We never stopped pushing for her release. It took painstaking and intense negotiations. And I want to thank all the hardworking public servants across my administration who worked tirelessly to secure her release. Sherelle Griner also spoke at the White House and thanked a number of people who helped secure her wife's release. Yes. Today, my family Today, my family is whole, Sherelle Griner said. Griner was expected to be back in the for 24 hours, Biden said. U.S. officials said she would be offered specialized medical service and counseling, but declined to go into specifics, citing privacy concerns. The deal, the second, the second such exchange in 8 months with Russia, procured that release of the most prominent American detained abroad is a two-time Olympic gold medalist, gold medalist whose months-long imprisonment on drug charges brought unprecedented attention to population of wrongful detainees. Okay. So I'm reading off my other computer, so I have to go up and down. Okay? Okay, just bear with me, bear with me. The detainees swivel. Okay, right there. I'm gonna bring it down a little more so I won't have to keep going up that far. So we went past the detainees part. Okay, so we're right here. Biden's uh, um, Biden's uh, Biden's authorization to release notorious Russian arms dealer Victor Bout, once nicknamed the Merchant of Death, what underscored the escalating pressure that his administration faced to get Griner home, particularly after the recent resolution of her criminal case and subsequent transfer to a penal colony. Right? So y'all remember I've been talking about it. Her ending up at the penal colony, and it was said that she was facing a horrible life at that penal colony that they had sent her to, and that it was horrific conditions there. And so, yeah, I'm so happy that they got her out of there before. And, and the lady is like almost 7 feet tall. They didn't know like if she was going to have proper sleeping arrangements or any of that. And it said the work conditions is horrific. The living conditions is horrific. They have people working all kind of hours. Sometimes there is no breaks at all. So now let's get back on topic. Well, let me finish reading the article. Russia's foreign ministry also confirmed the swap Thursday, saying in a statement carried by Russian news agencies that the exchange took place in Abu Dhabi, United Arab Emirates. Hope I said that right. And that Bout has been flown home. So he been over here. He been over here. To kill Americans or something like what? And so y'all just let him stay over here all this time, right? Stay over here. Mm, mm, mm. Not cool. So now, Russian and U.S. officials had conveyed cautious optimism in recent weeks after months of strained negotiations, with Biden saying in November that he was hopeful that Russia would engage in a deal after the U.S. midterm elections. A top Russian official had said last week that a deal was possible before year's end. So, so they were saying, before the year end, they could probably make a deal so she could come home. And when she is home, well, she might be home by now. I don't know how long a Russian flight is from. I don't even know from Russia to America, whatever part of America she in. I don't know, but I'm just happy. I'm ecstatic that she's home. I don't know her personally, but I am happy that you're home. Welcome home. Welcome home. Welcome home. Welcome home again. That's what I have to say. Yep. I think I probably hear my grandbaby up there. My husband have her. And so I'm gonna try to wrap this up a little. Try to wrap this up so I can go get her from him. Even so, the fact that deal was 1-for-1 swap was a surprise given that U.S. officials had for months expressed their determination to bring home both Griner and Whelan, a Michigan corporate security executive jailed in Russia since December of 2018 on espionage charges. Espionage charges. And if I didn't say that right, somebody just correct me down in the comments. Thank you. That his family and the U.S. government have said are baseless. Okay? In releasing Bout, the U.S. freed a former Soviet Army lieutenant whom the, the Justice Department once described as one of the world's most prolific arms dealers, Bout, whose mm, exploits inspired a Hollywood movie, was serving a 25-year sentence on charges that he conspired to sell tens of millions of dollars in weapons that U.S. officials said were to be used against Americans. So, like I said, plotting to kill Americans is what he was over here doing. And they had him locked up over here. They had, so I guess they called him, had him locked up over here, and they did the exchange to send his behind back over there. Okay. Mm. Biden issued an executive grant of clemency to free the arms dealer from a federal prison in Illinois to effect the prisoner swap, showing the administration's willingness to exchange him to ensure Griner's freedom. Thank you. The detention of one of the greatest players in WNBA history contributed to a swirl of unprecedented public attention for an individual detainee, not to mention intense pressure on the White House. And the pressure definitely has been intense. And they kept their foot on her neck. Some people let up. Some people let up a bit, and but it was still a foot on their neck from the public. From the public, people were still speaking out. So it's been a foot on. People been, yeah. Now there has been a day over the past 10 months where all we haven't had. Let's start over. There has not been a day over the past 10 months where we all haven't had Brittney Griner on our minds and in our hearts, and that has now turned into a collective wave of joy and relief, knowing that she will soon be returned with her family, the WNBA player community, and her friends. WNBA Commissioner Kathy Engelbert said in a statement, BG has shown extraordinary courage and dignity in the face of enormous adversity. The WNBA is grateful beyond measure to the Biden administration, the special presidential envoy for hostage affairs, and all those who played a role in bringing BG home today. Our hope is that Paul Whelan and every wrongful detained American will be returned home safely as soon as possible. We almost there, y'all. We almost there. I promise. We almost there. NBA Commissioner Adam Silver said Griner has had to endure an unimaginable situation, and we're thrilled that she is on her way home to her family and friends. He also thanked the NBA and WNBA community for their efforts to maintain awareness of Griner. And I have to thank you all too. Thank you. And I want to thank everyone that kept her name out there. I want to thank everyone that kept her name out there, kept on, kept on. Hashtag free Brittney Griner, kept on keeping her name out there. Thank you. Thank you. I just thank you. And one of the people that I know that would always after her show or even during her show is Nina Turner. Nina Turner on Unbossed. She definitely kept her name out there, even when it seemed like her, no one was. It was just a little bit, not as big as it was before. Nina Turner kept it, kept it going. Nina Turner and the ladies that wore their free hashtag free Brittney Griner shirts. Yes, yes. I ordered mine. Mine never showed up. I guess it's in the mail. I don't know, but when it gets, I'll box it with you all either way. Because we happy, like we are happy that she is home, and we are so thankful that she's home and she's returning home safe. Because you never know how these things can turn out. So we're gonna keep on going. We're gonna keep on going. I'm gonna finish reading this. Okay, so there we go. Griner's arrest made her happily jailed abroad. Her status as a gay black woman locked up in a country where authorities have been hostile to the LGBTQ. Is that an I? A. I didn't know they put an I in there. I'm not sure. No disrespect. Okay. So it off here. But like I said, no disrespect to the LGBTQ community. But I saw I and the A. So that goes in there too. Please forgive me, no disrespect at all. Plus, community infused gender, racial, and social dynamics into her legal saga and made each development a matter of international importance. Okay? So her case not only brought unprecedented publicity to the dozens of Americans wrongfully detained by foreign governments, but also emerged as a major inflection point in U.S. Russia diplomacy. Diplomacy. Excuse me. Diplomacy. Hi. Hey, lady, how you doing? I haven't seen you in a while. I'm over here talking about Brittney Griner. She's home. She is home. I'm so glad that she is home. Yes, I'm so happy. How you doing? How you doing, Miss Yo Yo? Yeah, oh, thank you for the super sticker. I didn't even see that. Well, I saw it, but I didn't see it at first. So I appreciate that. I really do. So I'm almost done. That's I wasn't gonna be here long. Um, oh yeah, I've been doing videos here and there about the Brittney Griner case, and but I've been putting like little photos up on my TikTok about her, like in hashtag free Brittney Griner, because I just really I felt I felt that I don't know, I just felt something in my spirit. It was like she over there, she not safe, and I wanted her home. Like I don't know her personally, but I just felt like my sister. You know what I mean? My sister is locked up with no help and no one there to protect her. she not safe, because we are our sisters keepers, regardless if we know them or not. And so it's up to us. It's our duty to speak out. That's what I believe is our duty, to speak out. Oh, I miss you too. I miss you too. And so we okay. So I'm finished reading up. Case not only brought unprecedented publicity to dozens of Americans wrongfully detained by foreign governments, but also emerged as a major inflection point in U.S. Russia diplomacy. Diplomacy, I did it again. At a time of deteriorating relations prompted by Moscow war against Ukraine. The exchange was carried out despite deteriorating relations between the powers, but the imprisonment of Americans produced a rare diplomatic opening, yielding the highest level known contact between Washington and Moscow, a phone call between Secretary of State Anthony Blinken and Russian Foreign Minister Sergei Sergey Lavor. I'm not sure if I said the name right. If I didn't, please forgive me. In more than 5 months. An extraordinary move during otherwise secret negotiation, negotiations, uh, uh, negotiations. There we go. Otherwise secret, otherwise secret negotiations. Lincoln revealed publicly in July that the U.S. had made a substantial proposal to Russia for Griner and Willing, although he did not specify the terms. People familiar with it said the U.S. had offered Bout. Okay, so they offered him and they got him. Such a public overture drew a a chiding rebuke. I'm not sure if I even said that right, but we're gonna keep going. From the Russian from the Russians, who said they preferred to resolve such cases in private and carried the risk of weakening the U.S. government negotiating had for this and future deals by making the administrations appear too desperate. But the announcement was also meant to communicate that Biden was doing what he could to ensure pressure on the Russians. All right, so yeah, so there we go. It's all done. Oh, okay, okay. So we have her back. That's not all of it. That's not the whole um article, but that's pretty good. Some of the article is um here. So not here, but she is on her way back. But that was like about 8 o'clock this morning. The announcement was made. So maybe she's made it back by now, or she is almost back. I don't really know. I don't really know, right? But I'm happy that she is back. So I've been talking about this so much around the house. My daughter, my daughter came in here. This is my day off, so I was in here asleep with my grandbaby. My daughter came in here and woke me up. She said, "Ma," she said, "Ma, they freed her," and I didn't open my eyes up, right? I opened up my eyes and I gave her a high five, because, like I said, we are our sister keepers. If one of us hurting, all of us hurting. and our sister was hurting. Her wife was hurting. Her family was hurting. They wanted their family back. She was over there to play basketball, play a game to supplement her income because they don't pay the women as much as they paid the men for playing basketball, right? So a lot of times the women have to go out of the country to supplement their income, which she was doing. And then, because she had, what was it, vape, vape card, y'all know what she had, because I don't know if you two wanted on it, would say it, but she had a vape cartridge of I'm not gonna call I call it weed, but it's but you cannabis, yeah. So that's what she probably had it in oil. And so we know that it wasn't something that she was over there just trying to. It was for her own use, and it was oil, and it was probably to rub on her joints because she is an athlete, right? So it just didn't make sense, and just it didn't make sense at all for that to happen, not to me. And so yeah, I think I have came on here, and I I am so happy to see you, Miss Yo Yo Claus. Well, Miss Yo Yo, I still call you Miss Yo Yo. I'm happy to see you. I be seeing you on Facebook all the time, and thank you. I really appreciate you coming. And I'm wrapping it up. I have to go get my granddaughter. I thought I wasn't gonna be on here this long, and I know some of my reading was a little off, but you get the gist of everything I'm saying and everything. So when whoever decide to watch this on replay, um, yeah, I know my reading was a little off on some of the things, but you hear, right? You hear, and you can place your rude comments in there like you do because it's a few of you that have, and I'm going to just go ahead and tell you right now, thank you, and we have brought awareness to her, and so now Sean too, the ones that's been harassing me about she don't deserve to come home. She home, she here. Thank you, Miss Yo Yo. Talk to you later.